So I'd like to start off by thanking all my subscribers. I've just passed the 200 mark, which is a small achievement, so thanks again for that. I'm going to get straight in with the unboxing and setup of the Unifi 8-port PoE switch, which is quite a new addition to the Unifi switch line. Had to pre-order this and received it this morning. So I'll start off by looking at the front. As you can see, it's sort of quite similar to most of the other Unifi products. Got quite a nice glossy sleeve around a cardboard box. On the front, quite a clear picture of the device front on. However, on the back, these controller pictures are quite good quality. However, I did notice the actual picture of the switch itself is quite blurry. It's quite pixelated. So I feel that the packaging could have been slightly better. I'm not used to this from Ubiquiti. Usually their pictures are very high quality. So let's take this sleeve off. I see the Ubiquiti logo on the front of the box there. And inside, just the usual, we've got a quick start guide with some information about LEDs, statuses, etc. A power cord. This is the EU model, so I get an EU plug, but I'm actually in the UK, so I use a different plug. And then the device itself. So, from the front, you can see there are 8 RJ45 ports and 2 SFP ports, and a status LED here. So this unit is not actually a rack mount unit. It's meant to be sort of desktop / wall mounted, sort of a standalone. They're not meant to be physically stacked. It's a fanless unit, so I assume it gets quite hot. It's very sturdy, a nice solid metal piece of kit there. Now obviously on the front we've talked about what's there, and obviously a reset switch at the far right. Now this is a brilliant addition to a Unifi device, which I've noticed is an IEC13 power port, so you can actually use normal sort of kettle leads, we call them over here. So these are very common to have an A to B cable coming out of a UPS. And rather than using the sort of cloverleaf connection, which is more commonly found on the Ubiquiti products, on the PoE injectors and the Unifi Security Gateway, this actually has a standard IEC13 kettle lead connector. So, as I mentioned, the unit's fanless, so these are just ventilation ports on 3 sides. And it's quite small, but fairly heavy. Now, obviously, with it being a PoE switch, all of these 8 RJ45 ports are PoE, and the total power from this switch is 150 watts. So I'm going to be powering a cloud key, an access point and a UVP phone from this device, along with some non-PoE devices. I'll show you now where this switch is going to go, and it's going to replace a HP switch. Okay, so the device is in place and set up now, and there are actually 3 things being powered PoE from this switch. We've got on the left here the AP-AC light. The 3rd port is a UVP phone, and then the 7th port here is powering this cloud key. And then obviously we've got the link which goes to my core switch, and the rest are just being used as standard ports with PoE turned off. And this is where the uplink / downlink comes from that switch, the PoE switch upstairs, and it comes into my core switch with 2 10 gig uplinks here which go to a file server. And I'm using an Edge Router Pro for routing. I did use the Unifi Security Gateway Pro, however the IGMP multicast, which is required for the TV services I use, is not a function that's available on that router, so I had to swap it back in with this Edge Router Pro. So that's just an overview of how I've connected up the switch and what it's capable of. So thanks very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Thanks.